Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go! 60 or. All day, defense, all day.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And the Falcons first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Throwing is McSorley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 28 yards. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McSorley from the shotgun. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
You better bring
on 2nd and 12. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have back on their heels.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And this is caught off the deflection. 2 yards on the pickup there.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Put team on it. Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
McSorley, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
50, plant.
McSorley sets to pass. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McSorley. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go now. 60 all.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Landry, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the double. 6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And he rifles one incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to air one out, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, box truck, now.
Here's McSorley to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, Sam off.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Complete to Jones. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now McSorley. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Go! Hurry! Ricky. 49. Get it low. Rest. Check your hot read. Check. Set. Hot. Under crunch. Check 52. 80 weapon. Begin. Jam.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ready. 80 weapons. Watch the pass. Here we go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. They go to Johnson again. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. third down, it's McSorley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kerryon Johnson taking it in, and the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is McSorley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons push further out in front. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers, they probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Garoppolo now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Strong right. Strong right.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Oh, spinning away. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Go to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk. Play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Falcons. Trace McSorley ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You gonna see me again.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There is no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No, okay.
To throw is Garoppolo. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 66 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
You know, if this is the regular season part, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And that is going to be a safety. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
McSorley sets to pass. And an alley to run. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Neal. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. McSorley from the shotgun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And all the way up to the 41-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 40 yards.